Good morning, Modern Steaders. The snowstorm so far was a bust, which is good and bad. It's good because we only got about an inch of snow right now. The bad thing is, Olivia had to go to school today. So that means she doesn't get to help us boil sap. But the sap that we have is getting a little on the older side. So I want to boil the stuff we collected the other day, and then I'll save the rest of it to boil Saturday. So we can do it as a family outing or family project. See, hopefully. All right, the buckets didn't tip over. Let's get set up. It's a nice snowy day out. Be a perfect day for boiling. I'll leave the smaller one set up for finishing the sap. This burner we've had for quite a while. Probably 10 plus years. It's come in handy. Awesome for finishing the sap. We got the bigger jet burner that is amazing for boiling. Grab our big old 23-gallon stock pot. It takes to bring that to a boil. I bet you it won't be long. It's already starting to lightly boil, and it's only been 4 minutes. At a rolling boil in 7 minutes 50 seconds. Man, that is just crazy how fast that thing will bring that to a boil. This is what I call modern homestead. We've got an antique wood cook stove. We've got a propane double jet burner out there boiling on maple syrup. I mean, that's just amazing how fast that'll boil that. Yeah, I could do it on a wood fire. I'd be spending all day doing that. yesterday. Let's go do that. Good morning, Mr. Banks. Mr. Andy playing King of the Hay Bale. Oh, Mr. Biggs took it over. Goodness. Before we were up to here, now we're down below here. We got like an inch or so left. Before you know it, I'm going to be taking the sap out of the big pot and putting it into our little one. We got about an inch or so on the bottom. We just got the wood stove up to 500 degrees. I got the equipment out here we're gonna need next. I got our pint jars, a couple of things of cheesecloth, our stainless steel funnel, strainer, and then our next size pot. It's getting nice and warm in the outdoor kitchen. We're at a little bit more critical stage now. We only got, I don't know, a little less than an inch of sap in there. So I had to turn down the propane so it's not boiling so intense because I don't want to burn it. But the longer I can keep it in our big 23-gallon stock pot, the more surface area there is, so the quicker it's gonna boil down. Look at all that beautiful steam coming off. That's what we want to see. But then we can't see in there. The tank's freezing up, which is fine right now because it's keeping the propane from burning so fast. I was wondering, what's the temperature in the outdoor kitchen? Then I was thinking, we got our meat thermometer. So I turned that on, and it's 53 degrees. Not too bad. The wood stove has been going about an hour, and it's about 31 degrees outside. So we've warmed it up over 20 degrees in an hour. On Saturday, while we're boiling our sap, we're gonna make our lunch on the wood cook stove, and we're gonna cook some biscuits in the oven. But since it's so nice and warm right now, I'm gonna try finishing off the sap on top of the wood stove. Some more pine in there. A few more minutes, we'll be bringing the sap inside. Alright, just about ready to do a straining and switch it over to this pot. Nice. So we started with around 7 gallons, and this is what we got so far. And we got some sediment out and some junk. Set this up top. Bring this over to the wood cook stove. Since the stove is nice and hot. It's a few minutes before 9:45. We started at 8 o'clock this morning. So it took us an hour and 45 minutes so far to get it down to, I'd say maybe a quart or two. Oh, wow. That is super sweet. If you could bottle it just this way, I would. But we'll finish it off. I think this is going to be a fancier or a lighter grade of syrup this time. But That gets me really excited after just tasting it. I'm gonna put a little more wood in the stove. I'm thinking, let's see. Boom. Keep an eye on the temps. That'll work. It keeps it off the bottom of the pot, but in the sap. It's starting to boil already. And we're at 195. So last time we brought it up to 221. Tank's a little frosty, that's for sure. The pot needs a cleaning. Let's go get some hot water for it. Keep an eye on the sap since it's almost syrup. And we're at 200. 21 more degrees to go and we'll be at syrup. Now we gotta do our dishes. A little bit of water, a little bit of soap. And cleaned up nice and good, so the next time we go to boil, we'll be ready to go. Need to hang a hook on the snare, but for today, this will work perfect. Getting there, we're at 203 for a temp. It's thickening up a little bit. It's amazing how fast it goes from this consistency to the good sticky syrup. This part might prove a little challenging. I don't have anybody in here to help hold my stringer. So I was thinking, let's try balancing it. Yeah. That'll work. So hopefully we won't make a mess when we're pouring the sap off. Alright, I think we're gonna call it right here. Ready? Last checking. It's got that nice hang to it. Yeah, that's good. Man, that part is so nerve-wracking to me. You want to get it just perfect, but at the same time, you don't want to go too far. This right here is definitely going to be nice to have another set of hands. Look at that deliciousness. Man. Alright, not going to burn ourselves. We work so hard for that. We want to make sure we get out every last drop. Stick it back on the stove, let it heat up, and we'll clean it up. What we did today, that's modern homesteading to me. We got to use some old technologies of the antique wood cook stove. We got to use a newer double jet propane burner, a big old stainless steel pot, and we got to make some beautiful, delicious maple syrup. We got just over 1 pint from roughly 6 gallons, 7 gallons, probably more towards the 6 gallon side. But I'm happy with that. Let's see what time it is. We started at 8. It's 10:38 now, so 2 hours, say just over 2.5 hours. We've been kind of goofing off the last few minutes. I've been cleaning up. So that's not bad. We should get at least this, if not more, hopefully come Saturday. That'll be cool. We'll be almost at 1 gallon for the year. I've been looking at my weather app, that 12-week weather app. It looks like for almost the next 2 months, we might be into some good sugaring season. I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking we should be able to get our 2 gallons that we were hoping to get for the year, and then maybe a little bit more. So I'm excited. Hope you guys had fun today. I had a really good time. It would have been better with Gina and Olivia here, so we'll be doing that again on Saturday. That'll be even better. I can't wait to cook and bake with the wood cook stove. If you're new to the channel, now is a perfect opportunity to go down below and subscribe. And while you're there, turn on notifications. And hopefully YouTube will let you know every time we upload a video, go live, or post something to our community tab. If you want to keep up to date with us, go to our website, lumnahacres.com. I'll put a link here and in the description down below. You can sign up for our newsletter. And remember, we upload a video every day. So we'll see you right back here tomorrow at Lumnah Acres, a guide to modern homesteading, self-sufficiency, and freedom. Bye.